year 2017 was a great year for Xiaomi. We successfully crossed 15 billion in revenue. We had over 67.5% of growth in year 2017. In fact, it makes us the fastest growing internet company in the world and second fattest among all companies. Despite our growth, we made a very big commitment to our customers. Starting from year 2018, we will not exceed 5% profit margin from the hardware sales, including smartphones. If the net profit exceeds 5%, we will return the excess part to our customers. Now, according to IDC report, Xiaomi is ranked number 4 global smartphone market. We are top 5 in more than 15 different markets. Look at Europe. We are number 4 in Europe with a very high growth rate because we are new to the market, but our growth rate is really fast, over 999%. In Spain, we are number 3. Every Xiaomi employee shares one vision. We want everyone to enjoy the innovation of technology regardless your nationality, gender, and income levels. Everyone in this world deserves a better life through innovation. That's our dream. A company who supports us with the same vision is Google. Just last year, we collaborate to create a very innovative product. This year, we'll be launching 2 incredible products with the same program, Mi A2 and the Mi A2 Lite. According to a report by Counterpoint, Xiaomi has 2 products were listed on the top 10 best-selling smartphones early this year. One of them was Mi A1. Look at this chart. Mi A1 was ranked number 9 early this year as a best-selling model in the world. Very, very proud of this collaboration. Our fans really love Mi A1, and the sales reflect it. Very happy to see it. With that, I'd like to announce the official 2nd generation of amazing collaboration. Mi A2. Mi A2. I'd like to invite Donovan Song to the stage to tell you more about this remarkable product. Donovan.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Xiang. My name is Donovan, and I'm the Director of Product Management and Marketing for the Xiaomi Global team. So I'm very excited today to be here to talk about 2 new exciting phones that we're launching in conjunction with Google. Let's dive right in with the design of Mi A2. We have a super cool product video, so let's check it out. let's point out some of the details that you may have seen during the video. So first of all, Mi A2 has a premium, beautiful aluminum unibody design with really discrete antenna lines. We've also implemented a really sleek arc design so it looks good and it feels good in your hand. And one thing that was really important to Mi fans in all of our surveys and discussions was USB Type-C. So we've made sure to include it in Mi A2 with a completely symmetrical design. And to make sure that it can withstand life's accidents, we've paired the aluminum body with 2.5D Corning Gorilla Glass. So Mi A2, it's not just beautiful, but it's also very durable. And the body thickness measures in at just 7.3 millimeters. And we know some people really want their phone to reflect their own personal style. And that's why today we're launching 3 different colors of Mi A2. Gold, blue, and black. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite bit, the AI dual camera. Now, Mi A1 had a picture-perfect dual camera, and we're taking that dual camera to the next level today with the Mi A2. We've used a sensor from one of the industry-leading manufacturers, Sony. So the primary sensor here is a 12-megapixel Sony IMX486 sensor with very large 1.25 micron pixels, and you'll see a very large aperture as well, f1.75, which we'll talk about in more detail soon. And the secondary sensor is a 20-megapixel Sony IMX376 sensor, also with very large pixels. So one thing we've realized in all of our years of research and development is that aperture and pixel size are incredibly important when taking a photo. And when you combine both of these, you get bright, vivid, clear photos. And that's why on Mi A2, we've packaged both of the sensors with a large f1.75 aperture. So what does this do? Let's talk about it. So when you talk about the aperture, a smaller number is actually better because it means that the aperture is larger. And compared to typical smartphones, Mi A2 features a much larger aperture for both of the primary sensors. The next important element, as we said earlier, is the pixel size. And Mi A2 comes with a large 1.25 micron pixel on the primary sensor. And if you compare this to typical smartphones with 1.0 micron pixels, you can see that 1.25 microns allow for much more light to come in, meaning clearer and brighter photos. So pixel size, we know, is really important. So on the secondary sensor, 20-megapixel secondary sensor, we went even further, and we've included a technology called pixel binning, which we call superpixel. Here's how it works. On the left is the original pixel layout. We take the 20 million pixels, and we group them into groups of 4. So this greatly enhances the amount of light processed per pixel, resulting in a much brighter photo. You can turn this feature on very easily. You just hit this thing on the bottom right, manual mode, click, and here it goes, allowing you to make the most of any lighting condition. And where this has the biggest impact is probably on low light. Let me just zoom in here. If you compare the left and the right here, you can see how much detail is lost when the pixel size is too small. Software can somewhat compensate for it, but you can see it's not too clear. Some of the lights are very washed out, the blacks are very artificial, whereas in the Mi A2 here on the right, you can still see that the black is very dark and crisp, and the building is still very clear. So, to sum it up, we've bundled a lot of powerful hardware in the Mi A2 rear camera experience. 12 megapixel plus 20 megapixel dual camera with f1.75 aperture. Our main sensor of 12 megapixels has large 1.25 micron pixels. And our secondary camera is a 20 megapixel secondary camera with 4-in-1 super pixels. All three of these things combined means that you get bright photos in all lighting conditions. So now let's talk about some of the advanced software that makes bokeh like that possible. Now, our AI portrait mode on Mi A2 is powered by machine learning. It's something called semantic segmentation. Basically, what this does is it breaks down a photo at a pixel level, separates each pixel into actual objects. So in portrait mode, there are two layers. There's the foreground, which you see here, and the background, which would then easily blur. And one thing that some people don't know is that it's difficult for a lot of typical smartphones to take portrait mode when there's a group shot with more than one person. But as you can see here, Mi A2's software intelligently detects what the foreground and the background is, even when the subjects are staggered. To make shooting portraits super easy, we've also included automatic lens selection for portrait mode. So based on the lighting condition, it can select between the primary and the secondary lens for optimal photography results. So let's talk about the AI selfie camera. Now, we've used the exact same Sony IMX376 sensor on the front of the camera. And to make the most of it for selfies, we've also paired this 20 megapixel Sony sensor with a 4,500 Kelvin LED selfie light. Mi A2, picture-perfect selfies. It's a great mix of powerful software and top-tier hardware. Mi A2, picture-perfect 20 megapixel cameras. Overall, the camera has grown tremendously from Mi A1. Mi A1 was picture-perfect dual camera, but Mi A2 is picture-perfect 20 megapixel cameras, both front and rear. And I have no doubt everyone's going to love it as soon as they start to use this. So now, let's talk a bit about the performance. So Mi A2 is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 660. It's a highly powerful processor featuring Qualcomm's leading AI engine, which is really useful for powering some of Android One's leading technology, like Google Lens integration. How does this processor work? Well, it's built off of the latest Cryo Big Little architecture, which means you have 4 high-speed cores for demanding tasks like gaming. And then you have some lower clocked cores for high power efficiency tasks, like when you're just browsing or texting. And it's no slouch either. On the Antutu benchmark score, it's nearly 140,000. If you compare it with our previous generations, this means a pretty huge performance leap. Compared to the Snapdragon 636, it's a 20% increased performance. And compared to the Snapdragon 625, it's gains of up to 79%. So, in addition to this processor, we've packed it with 6 GB of LPDDR4X RAM and storage of up to 128 gigabytes. Now, we've upgraded Mi A2 in pretty much every single way that you can imagine from Mi A1. Processor, front camera, rear camera, aperture, memory, so on and so forth. All right, what will this cost? You guys ready? Well, let's watch a video first. Don't worry, it's a cool video. pretty cool video, huh? Is everyone ready to see the price now? Get your cameras ready so you can take a picture of the summary slide of Mi A2. Picture perfect, 20 megapixel cameras. This is important. You gotta really, enjoy the main selling points of this phone first. And let's directly compare it to some other phones in this segment here. You can see some other phones, similar in some ways, cost around 400 euros. You can see on many, many fronts. This is not even a dual camera phone. Processor doesn't quite compare. So what do we think Mi A2 will cost? Any guesses? Mi A2 will be selling for, in Spain, 249 euros for the 4 plus 32 GB model. We'll also be selling a 4 plus 64 model for just 279 euros. We'll also be selling a third model, 6 plus 128 GB for just 349 euros. And when we were planning Mi A2, we realized there was a huge segment of people who just want a few simple things. The amazing hardware experience offered by Xiaomi and the latest innovations offered on Android One, but at an entry-level price point. And so with that, today we would like to introduce the entry-level Android One King, Mi A2 Lite. Here's the first look at the Mi A2 Lite. You can see a premium metal body and a perfectly rounded back edge for a really classy look. Here's another angle. You can check out how incredibly well-defined the corners and edges are. Mi A2 Lite is one of the first Android One phones to feature a unique 19:9 aspect ratio. It's a 5.84-inch full HD plus full screen display, so you can see more without increasing the width of the phone. It also has a rear fingerprint sensor, so you can unlock your phone with a simple touch. And here are all three colors: black, gold, and blue. Let's check out a very cool product video that we've created for everyone. So you may have noticed that Mi A2 Lite comes with a rear dual camera. It also has a 12 megapixel primary sensor. And the secondary sensor is also a very good 5 megapixel secondary camera. The primary sensor features PDAF and a large 1.25 micron pixels. We talked earlier about the benefits of larger pixel size, allowing more light and better photos. So you can see here, it's usually pretty difficult, actually, to shoot quality images in low light conditions like this. But Mi A2 Lite is able to very beautifully capture photos even in poor lighting conditions. And Mi A2 Lite not only delivers the best dual camera experience in its class, it also has really solid performance. Anyone guess what processor we're using for this? Okay, I know what you're all going to say now. I know what you're all going to say, so I'm just go ahead and say it first. This is a screenshot that we saw on Reddit a while ago. Don't say it, don't you say it. Okay, it is the brand new Snapdragon 625 processor. Definitely funny, but there's actually truth in here. And today, for the first time, we're welcoming the Snapdragon 625 to the entry level. So when you buy this phone, it truly is the entry-level Android One King. Snapdragon 625 to date still outperforms some mid-range devices, and it offers a battery efficiency that is nearly unparalleled. And we wanted to maximize the performance of this chipset, so we've pushed it even further with a 4,000 massive milliamp hour battery. And we've added dual pyrolytic graphite sheets to get even better thermal performance. So you can see 4,000 is really quite big when you compare it to some other phones in this segment. And Mi A2 Lite really does outlast most devices. It gets some great stats, like 34 hours of continuous music playback, 19 hours of continuous phone calling, 6.5 hours of HD recording. And to put a bow on top of the overall performance, we've added dual pyrolytic graphite sheets. Now, what are these good for? We ran some tests to see their effect, and they effectively decrease the overall temperature by up to 2 degrees Celsius. Just like Mi A2, the Mi A2 Lite comes with Android One, with the latest innovations from Google. Alrighty, guys. Let's get into the price. I'm just kidding, actually. We're going to watch another video first. All right, hope you're ready now, because it's time for the Mi A2 Lite summary slide. All of these amazing, amazing specs. What will it cost? What will it cost? Let's directly compare it to some other phones in the same segment, including the Samsung Galaxy A6. You can see here that on almost every level, we do better. Any guesses? I think I'm just going to go ahead and drop it here. So Mi A2 Lite is going to be selling for 179 euros for the 3 plus 32 GB model. What an amazing value. And that's not it. We also have the 4 plus 64 GB model, selling for just 229 euros. Mi A2 is going to be available in nearly 40 countries and markets around the world very soon. Keep your eyes peeled on social media and our official channels for local availability and pricing very soon across Asia Pacific, Europe, Middle East and Africa, and the Americas, as will Mi A2 Lite. So keep your eyes peeled as well for the official news around both of these devices. Here are the two smartphones that we've launched today. The Mi A2, coming in 3 configurations at amazing prices, and Mi A2 Lite, with 2 configurations also at amazing prices. It's not just that. we actually have a few surprises for everyone today. Today, we're also announcing the Mi Robot Builder. So we're launching this 3-in-1 robot. It can be put in 3 different forms, including the robot, the plane, and the dinosaur, all of which can be controlled through your smartphone. And it's a great way for beginners to start to learn programming. Super easy, with absolutely no programming knowledge required. And we also are going to be launching another variant of the Mi Robot Builder, the Mi Robot Builder Rover. The Rover here features all of the same advanced control systems and educational programming. But instead of a self-balancing algorithm, it has other treads that make it easy to move around, also selling for $79.99. Another vital thing for daily life, the Mi Electric Toothbrush. Intelligent, simple, oral hygiene tool, which is a perfect addition to any routine. This toothbrush goes up to 31,000 vibrations per minute, extremely effective at removing plaque with high-quality, rounded bristles. Smarter than your average toothbrush, contains a high-efficiency magnetic levitation motor, rounded bristles, standard, gentle, and custom modes, and IPX7 water resistant. Typically offers about 18 days of battery life in a single charge, and available for only 29.99 euros. So these are the 2 surprises that we're announcing today. Mi Robot Builder Rover for 79.99 euros, and the Mi Electric Toothbrush for 29.99 euros. Thank you to everyone here who came here in person to watch our launch today. Thank you to everyone on the live stream, and thank you to all of our Mi fans, our global partners, and our media partners for supporting us on our journey. Thank you all for your time. Make sure to check out the Experience Zone as well. Thank you, guys.